Anywho, Kyle.
Oh, welcome to another episode of Two Dudes Brew Reviews. Today we're going to be
Who are you talking to?
the camera. It's pointed at us.
Oh,
over there.
hey guys.
Hey.
Hey, how's it going?
On this episode of Bigger Budget Equals Better Beer, we're going to be reviewing Dogfish Head 90-minute Imperial IPA. This is a standard for IPAs. Most people are well associated with this beer. If you're not, you should be. So go to your nearest beer vendor and go ahead and try this out. It's a very solid beer. I'm pretty well experienced with it. I've had it about 3 times already. Heat's never had it, so
Not yet.
I thought this would be a very good beer for us to try out today. So welcome and let's go.
All right. So with the Dogfish Head 90-minute Imperial IPA, I haven't had it, as Kyle has said. I haven't had any of the minute IPAs. I've heard nothing but good news about them. I can tell from the case it looks very enticing. A lot of bright colors, it contrasts with one another. And I can see right here on the package, it says it was continually hopped throughout the entire boil and balanced by powerful malt backbone for a pungent but not crushing hop flavor. And that seems pretty cool to me. I also have like a little bit of detail of them talking about that straight off their website here. And it says that, you know, they try to bring a beautiful balance to the IPA. They added a full hearty amount of hops to make the boil without making the 90-minute brew very bitter. It's very strong with rich pine and fruity citrus hop aromas and a strong malt backbone, as I stated on the package there. But they did say it was a pungent, unapologetic flavor. Esquire calls it the best IPA in America.
We're going to find out if that's true.
Yes, we will.
All right, let's take a closer inspection at this bottle. It's a very professional velvety maroon color. You got the Dogfish Head logo right there in the brown. It's very nice looking. A big old wad of hops right on the front of the bottle. It's a very professional looking bottle. It's nice and simple, but it's elegant. I mean, it speaks for itself.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it looks very enticing. I like the contrasting of the nice maroon, maybe burgundy color with the green. Fits really well. Obviously, the big Dogfish Head logo there. There's even some little engravings on the glass bottle that I like too. I like when manufacturers or distributors tend to do that. Just adds a little value, in my opinion, to how the bottle looks.
Throwing little nuances.
Yeah, I mean, even the bottle cap, I love the color and I love their little symbol on top of that. All right, so let's go ahead and pop these bottle caps off, pour the beers, and let's see how it looks. It's a very, very nice dark golden color.
Wow. Oof. Amber.
Very, oh yeah, that's very, that is very nice. Beautiful color.
Caramel, amber, about an inch of foam on the top. It's a beautiful looking beer. Definitely a lot better than some of the cheaper brews we've been reviewing lately.
Yeah, the ones that look like urine. This looks a lot better. So like most of our tests, we always start out with the smell. Let's go ahead and get a big old whiff and see what it's all about. Ooh. Ooh. Oh yeah, that's very hoppy. I mean, of course, it's an IPA. I'm a big fan of IPAs. Probably my go-to whenever I go anywhere or hang out with friends.
Not only that, it's an Imperial IPA. So
Yeah, no kidding.
You're
It's a
getting
step
very,
above.
very hop forward.
Yes.
Obviously, they add a lot of hops into this brew when they're boiling it and prepping it.
I mean, I'm all for the hops. The more bitter the IPA, better for me.
Sorry for that. Let's just keep going.
So yeah, should we go ahead and take a bit of a drink and taste it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And clink it.
Cheers.
That is very smooth.
That is a good IPA, if there ever was one.
Very, very smooth. Definitely you get the malty flavor of it. Of course, very hop forward, and I like it. It's kind of like in a dry but refreshing way, but it's not as bitter as I would expect it to be, considering it's the 90 minute. I mean, of course, they have the higher ones, but I mean, over and all, just from the taste experience, that's a really good, smooth IPA. I would definitely probably recommend that to many people.
If you like IPAs, this is definitely up your alley. I mean, it's a very good beer. I mean, if it looks that pretty in the glass, it's bound to taste really good.
Like, this video probably won't do justice. Like, this is a very, very nice, like, amber sap kind of color.
You hold it up to the sun, it's super hazy.
It's
very
really nice. This is probably, one of the better ones I've had so far.
It's worth the price. It's about $12.99 for a 6-pack.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit on the higher budget end of things. Not terribly so, but
I mean, so far, from the smell, from the taste, so far I think it's worth it.
yeah, absolutely.
The only thing that we have left is, the good old 20-minute period with the wonderful sunshine of Florida to really
Bring out the best in this beer.
try to see if it gets worse or better.
See if it stands the test of the Florida sun.
Well, we will see you guys in 20 minutes, and here we go. Alright, so, 30 minutes have passed now. We have the wonderful Dogfish Head IPA, Imperial IPA, my bad.
Get it right, Pete.
Sorry. So we got that going. We're about to taste it, see if it matches up to when it's nice and cold and chilly. Like I said, I really see this beer outshining, like, even when it's warm. Granted, I don't drink a lot of warm beers because, in my personal opinion, that's disgusting. I like it ice cold.
It's for the show. Bro.
Yeah, I know. Content. But yeah, I'm really excited. I'm hoping that brought even more of the hoppiness. I'm hoping it's a little bit more bitter than what it was since it was just sitting out. What about you?
What is there left to say? I mean, it's a very strong beer, high quality. The bitterness isn't exactly what I was expecting from a 90-minute IPA, but it's still there. I mean, it's a very solid beer. We tried Natty Daddy, we tried Rolling Rock, Michelob Ultra. I mean, this beer outshines all of them by a wide margin. I mean, it's a great beer, and I think it's gonna stand the test of time. Literally, time spent on my porch in the sun. That being said, let's go ahead and give this a try, and we'll see how it stands up.
Let's go ahead and clink it and drink it.
Cheers. Tastes almost the same.
Almost exactly the same. Definitely get more of the hoppy notes. Definitely did bring out the hops, and the alcohol is more like
Pronounced.
Yeah, it's definitely there. Or like, you can't really put it into words, but it definitely like brightened in a way, or came out of its shell a lot more from just sitting out. Other than that, like I said, I had great hopes for this thing. It definitely exceeded my expectations for it just sitting on a porch in 97-degree weather.
I'm glad you finally got a chance to experience this beer because I've had it a few times and it's blown my mind every time I've had it. I mean, it's a very, very good beer if you're going to spend the money on it.
Yeah.
You get notes of citrus, hops, tiny bit of honey, a very strong floral undertones in this beer. I mean, it's a very good beer. I mean, what else is left to be said for this beer? It pretty much speaks for itself. So
It's definitely a fun experience. Of course, trying new beers. That's definitely what I try to do when I'm out and about, grocery shopping or whatever. I try to find things I've never tried before that seem appealing, or things that are just like, oh, well, well, that's something different. I guess I'll try that. And I'm glad, this is one of the things I've been wanting to try for a while. I finally got the chance to try it and sit down and drink it. And like I said, it's been a whole fun experience. I'm glad you had brought me into this.
As far as the packaging goes, I'm going to go ahead and give this probably a 6 out of 10 for the bottle caps. It's a very simplistic bottle. It's very professionally made. The hops are a very good addition to the velvety background. What about you?
Yeah, I definitely feel like the beer itself pairs well with the design on here. Like you said, the red gives it that like velvety kind of look to it, but when you drink this beer, you definitely get like a velvety kind of feel. So it kind of goes hand in hand for me, and I'm glad that they put the hops right here. Because they definitely come out. The more warm the beer gets, the more hoppier it gets, and all around great beer. But just the packaging on its own, I'd probably give it I'd say 7 bottle caps. Of course, there's a few changes that they can make to it. But I'm not going to go too in depth on that because it's just little minor things.
I'm going to change my score and I'm going to match Heat 7 out of 10. It's a very well made beer.
It's definitely also eye catching. Most things you see in the store are either like white or blue or silver, and this one's just a nice kind of dark red, maroon color, and then bright green. It immediately just catches your eye.
And then the subtle tan notes on the top of it is just perfect. So
then,
as far as the beer itself goes, I'm going 9 out of 10 bottle caps.
9 out of 10 bottle caps.
And that's on our craft beer scale. It's a very solid IPA. Even when it's warm, it's still highly drinkable. Obviously better cold. You get all the hop notes, all the citrus notes, a little bit of honey down there. If you like IPA beers, you're gonna like this beer. It's a very good beer. What about you?
I hate to copycat, but I definitely would give it 9 and 10 as well. It's just a great all-around IPA. You literally can't go wrong with it. You're spending $12, $13 on the 6-pack. It's, in my opinion, money well spent. You really can't go wrong. So if you have a bigger budget, is it a better brew?
Absolutely.
So they're in agreement. All right, well, thank you guys for watching this whole fiasco. Hope you guys like, comment, and share. Make sure to follow our polls, since we're doing one each week, to vote on what beers you guys want us to do next.
1 cheap and 1 craft beer. There will be a poll for each in the coming weeks.
And then, we'll see you guys next time. Have a great day.
Like, share, and subscribe.